Something's off. What is it though? There's a fire in the fireplace, and there's a Hallmark movie on, and there's Christmas decorations all around. But I just feel like it's different. Something's off. Yes, I know! It's the Christmas cookies. We don't have any Christmas cookies. But here's a perfect recipe for Christmas cookies. It's Nestle's Toll House recipe. And in order to bake these cookies, we need equipment, ingredients, and a step-by-step process. So what is this equipment that you need? Well, you need 2 bowls. You need one smaller one to crack the eggs in, and you need a bigger one. You also need a measuring cup. You need a knife. Any butter knife will do. And you need a spatula. You also need this little cookie dough scooper. Last but not least is a hand mixer. But I like to use this handy dandy KitchenAid mixer. Next is the ingredients. In order to bake cookies, you need ingredients. So here are those ingredients. First, you need Land O'Lakes butter. Now the key here is to get Land O'Lakes, not just any ordinary generic butter. Land O'Lakes makes it great. You also need baking soda. Make sure it's not baking powder, because that's different than baking soda. Salt, eggs, vanilla extract. Also needed is Nestle's chocolate chips, and flour, and last but not least, brown and white sugar. Now we can get to baking. So let me push all these aside, and I'll introduce the first step. So, you can take your bowl that you had earlier, and your measuring cup and butter knife, and you can start with the flour. You're going to need 2 cups of flour. So you grab it, or you scoop it, and I like to take this out to get rid of any air bubbles, but make sure you don't pack it down. So you take the flat end and you scrape it off to make it all level. The next step is to add the baking soda. So you take your baking soda and you get 1 teaspoon. Make sure it's not a tablespoon, because that's not the correct measurement. And you kind of shake it off after you get the scoop. Then you slide it across the top so that you can get it perfectly level. And you pop it in there. Now, the salt. The next step is to use our KitchenAid. So we take our butter, Land O'Lakes butter, and we put it in here like so. And the next step is to get our sugar, or 3/4 of a cup, and we put it in here. We also want our brown sugar. Then we can take it and put it in there, just like so. And we want to do that 3 times, because we also want a total of 3/4. After this step is done, we can add the vanilla. So for the vanilla, what you want to do is you want 1 teaspoon. And I like to pour it over the sink in case you have any spills in the sink. And I spilled a little bit. So we put our hand over and we pour it in. Now that we've got that done, we want to start the mixer. So we hook this down so that it doesn't move, and we put it on 1 or 2. So while that mixes, we can add the eggs. So we'll put the egg in there. Next step is to add the flour. So I like to take my 1/4 cup to use it to scoop it into here. Looks like this is about done. And we can add our chocolate chips. Yummy, yummy. Now we gotta taste the cookie dough before we put it in, right? So I grab a spoon and I try it. Oh yeah. So now that we're done, we can take our baking tray place it on the oven, and put aluminum foil on it. So we put the cookie dough on the tray, and we want to put 3 rows of 4 in each. Okay, now that we've got the last cookie done, and our oven is preheated to 375, we can put our cookies in the oven. And we can set this, let's see, timer to 10 minutes. Start. Okay, so I gotta get my glove on. Ooh, yummy, yummy in my tummy. Oop, careful there. Now with this simple recipe, we can sit back, enjoy the feelings of Christmas while watching a Hallmark movie and eating a full plate of cookies. But don't forget to save some for Santa, of course. Merry Christmas! Come on, Dad, let's try this cookie. Here.
Think it.
And sink it.
And sink it.